guys, I'm Laura Vitale. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I'm going to show you how to make orzo with a spinach pesto, and we're going to top it with feta. It's going to be so yummy. It's delicious, it's healthy, it's quick, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. But first, let's go over the ingredients. You're going to need some fresh baby spinach that's been washed and dried. You're going to need some walnuts, parsley, garlic, lemon, extra virgin olive oil, some good quality Parmigiano. You're going to need some cooked orzo pasta, salt, and pepper. Now, orzo is just a rice-shaped pasta. That's it. And I've cooked it, and I've also rinsed it under cold water just to stop it cooking. And I've drained it really well, and I put it into this big bowl. I'm going to set that aside. In my food processor, I've got my spinach. Into that, I'm going to add in my walnuts, my parsley, garlic, lemon zest and juice. Now, this is a great dish to take if you're going on a picnic or if you're going to go to the beach. I'm going to go to the beach tomorrow, so I'm actually going to pack this up, and then when I get there, I'm going to top it with some feta, because if I crumble it in now, I think it would fall apart a little bit too much, and I want to keep it nice and fresh right on top of the salad. And it's easy because I can make it the night before, and it stays really well in the fridge, so I don't have to worry about it, you know, kind of going bad. It actually stays better in the fridge as it sits. That pesto kind of really soaks up into the pasta, so it's really yummy. And once we get there, I'm actually going to pack everything in individual containers so everyone has its own, you know, little orzo pesto. All right. Oops. I see a pit there. Okay. Hands a little wipe. Let's season this with some salt and pepper. Put a little tiny bit of olive oil in just to get it going, and then we'll add in a little bit more. Put the lid on. With the motor running, I'm going to add in olive oil, just enough until it becomes nice and loose. Let's check it. That's lovely. I'm going to put in a tiny bit more oil. That looks good. Let's pour this right in here. You could, if you wanted to, add like a bunch of chopped up veggies to this. It would be really yummy. But I'm just going to keep it just like this. And this is like a nice sort of spin on a traditional pesto genovese with, you know, the basil and the pine nuts. This is just a little bit different, but it's still really yummy. You can add in some Parmigiano. Looks good. Just gonna give everything a nice toss. That looks great. It's gonna be even better once it's had a chance to kind of soak up all the flavors from the pesto. Now, since I'm taking this to the beach, I'm gonna pack this in individual little takeout sort of disposable containers. Now, I don't know about you, but I mean, I love the beach, but I hate sand. So I always, anytime I'm packing something, I always try to make sure to pack everything in individual containers, so I'm not sitting there kind of like putting everything on plates and in bowls and a bunch of different utensils. I don't have time for that. So what I do is I just buy these little containers. They don't have to be disposable. I actually wash them and I keep them because you can wash them up. And then that way they keep in the cooler really nicely, and they're really easy. And then everyone has got their own, and you don't have to worry about, oh, does that person have what they need, and so on and so forth. You just kind of take everything out of the cooler. Everybody helps themselves. It's really kind of homey, and everyone feels like, okay, I've got my own. I don't have to worry about sharing with anybody or taking things out of the cooler and getting dirty. You don't want to have to worry about all that. So I'm filling these about halfway up because tomorrow I'm going to top them with some feta. Last one. And now I'm just going to put these into the fridge overnight, and then tomorrow morning I'm going to load them up in the cooler, and we're going to be ready to head to the beach. And I like to spoon the feta on top at the very last minute because I want to keep its sort of salty, crisp texture. I don't want it to get completely mushed into the pesto salad. I want to keep its texture, so that's why I do it last minute. And I kind of really love the combination of the feta and spinach. It's a really classic Greek combination. So I think that just by themselves are going to pack a flavor punch, I promise you. It's easy, it's light, it's a breeze to put together, stays wonderful overnight, so that makes your life a lot easier. So if you want to get this recipe, go to www.laureandthekitchen.com. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.